Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode where we discuss Studio One tips and tricks, how to mix, how to master, and beyond. I'm grateful for you guys' attention, and tonight we're going to be talking about presets. I think this is a very important video to make for people. One of the things that I will say right off the bat is when you're thinking about presets in mixing, don't think of it as like an all-in-one solution where you just drop in presets on every vocal track and you're good to go. That's not how this works. You have to still carve out certain things. There'll still be a boxiness in someone's voice. They could be sick that day, or there's different nuances that you're going to want to pull out. There's different things that you're going to want to pull up in an EQ. For instance, right here, here's my vocal, and I have it set the way I want it set for my vocal take, but not every time is my vocal going to sound the same. Not every time is my sound going to sound the same. So I don't want to just use this preset. This is a good starting point, okay? It's a great starting point. Okay, so I have an EQ here, and it's set for my vocals, but I don't use this EQ in the way of just setting a preset and then just that's perfect every time, because we're going to have different songs that we're singing. We're going to be in different, notes, different keys. We're going to be hitting different things, and this preset isn't always going to work. Now, like the high pass filter, that's definitely, between 155 hertz and 190 hertz or something like that, where you're pulling out a lot of that low tone that you don't really hear in records. That's good for a vocal, but as far as like things that you're pulling out in the mids here and then the upper highs, this is a nice little high shelf right here to basically just amplify the vocals, make them more crispy. And so I want to save this. Now it's already under a preset, Drama Vocal Country. I want to save this if I was to move this around and I was to do something different to it. So if I was to just pull this up, pull this down. Now this is just for example. I would never do this in real life, but if I just come up here or come down here to save as, I'm going to be able to save this preset as Drama New Vocal. And if I hit save, now you can see I can now pull up Drama Vocal Country and Drama New Vocal, and it changes. And if we were just to delete this really quick, just remove this, add it back in there. Now it starts out flat EQ. We could just come into default settings, Drama New Vocal. It's back, right? And this is what we would do for all of our presets. We would save each one of these. Now this de-esser is actually not in the right position. It needs to be down here. We would actually save these right here, and we would want it to be its own preset. So what I'm saying is that instead of doing all of this, each and every individual track, each and everything, if you have something that you want to start out with that you feel is comfortable, right when you get your vocals in there, let's say you're just doing your own stuff, you're getting your vocals in there, or you're working with an artist and they have several songs for you and you want to have a group of presets together, there's an easier way to do this in Studio One that has ever been done in any other DAW. And that is that if we use this browse window over here and we go over here to this section right here, and let's just see, we just go to files right here, okay? So we're in the files section. If we take this vocal right here, this vocal track, this is the lead vocal, so I can show you exactly how this is going to work. If we just take this lead vocal and we want those same presets, okay? We want these same presets right here where we have the CLA vocals, the Pro Q. We have another Pro Q down there doing some other cutting and stuff. And then we have the de-esser on here on the vocals as well. What we want to do is we don't want to have to come in here and save each individual preset all the time. So there's a very quick and fast way of doing things, which is going to make your guys' workflow a million times faster. And this is how easy it is right here. Check this out. All I'm going to do is grab this track over here on the left, this Vox C, and I'm going to drag it over to my browser. And when you see that green plus button, you just let it go. And now you have this right here this Vox C, and it's sitting right there, and it says track preset on it. So if we open up a new session, which I'm just going to show you how this works without opening up a new session, because you really don't have to open up a new session. I'm just going to take this Vox C, and I'm going to drag it out here. I'm going to let it go. And now we could just take this away. We don't need this anymore. We have our Vox C again. We're going to go in here. We're going to look in the mix console right here, and we're going to look and see if there's any plugins on here. And boom, all of the things that you preset in this one over here is now over here. Now check this out. We're going to shut the session down. We're not going to save anything, okay? No saving whatsoever. We're going to come in here to a new session. We're going to go back into our browse, into our files. We're going to grab this Vox C again. We're going to drag it up here. Check this out. Bam. Everything is back to normal. If we click open this, we still have our preset here saved to drama, new vocal, and we have drama vocal country here. Everything that we set up prior to the other session, we now have in a brand new session. If you have found that this is an amazing tip and you learn things from these videos, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Like this video. Leave me a comment of what else you want to see. I know a ton about this DAW. I know a ton about Studio One. And I'm going to be laying it out for you guys. Very simple videos like this. But this is an absolute game changer when it comes to workflow and how fast that you can work. I hope you guys have a great night. Go out there and make some amazing music.